Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Pipe Bomb Sports. I am your host, The Monk. With me is...
Nana,
Vinny,
and Ryan.
Wow. Sports.
Good times.
They really, they take on a whole new element. I was telling you the other day, Nelly, we were talking about how Valentine's Day is coming up, and what's the perfect gift for a girl? What's the perfect gift? What do you do? Do you take her to a play? Do you take her to Broadway? What do you do? Now, my answer was you take her to the Ranger game. All right, that's my idea of a perfect Valentine's.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that later in the show.
What's wrong with you? Okay.
I just for the women out there, just so you know, I do love Ranger games.
Hey, girls love hockey, but I
do.
understand. But I ain't taking it. We'll talk about it later, Monk. Monk, how was football Sunday this week?
Guys, I wore this hat. I just want to let Pete Carroll know I still support you, even though you made the worst play call in sports history, and you're a joke, and I'll never forgive you. I'm still going to support your team next year. You're going to lose Marshawn Lynch. That's another story, but I had to show my support.
This weekend was
Seahawks
hell.
all the way.
This weekend was hell.
This weekend was hell. Forget about it.
A lot of good sports. The All-Star Weekend coming up in the NBA. This is a nice time of the year. Second half of hockey. You start feeling the brunt of the season. This is crunch time. This is when the games start to matter.
Teams make the playoff pushes. And
Exactly.
whatnot. Yeah. Every game matters.
So, speak about playoff
Late
pushes.
season
One team that I'm thinking of might not even make the playoffs, and they were a legit maybe title contender coming into this year. Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Injuries derailed them though, but
Injuries derailed them, but hey, listen, you have to have depth. I was telling you about this with soccer. You have to have a team of depth, and with basketball, you're really a 9-man rotation.
But what's the luck of losing your two top players at the same time?
At the
Come
same
on.
time.
The same time? Come on.
The problem is also, let's be honest here. Brooks has been saved by Durant and Westbrook.
That's-
for the last,
oh,
he's
yeah.
a terrible coach.
He's
Yeah,
horrible.
Scotty
Yeah.
Brooks.
He's a terrible coach.
A better coach might have been able to do more with them. But
Scotty Brooks looks like a real nice guy, but
he does look,
He could
does
be
look
as
nice, but
as nice as he wants. If he can't coach, that doesn't mean
he's
anything.
a real nice guy. It's not going to get him far.
Exactly.
It's so true. It's so true, Ryan. Because every NBA lover I find talking about OKC, they say this coach is horrible. He's a babysitter.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think the NBA too. When you watch him in the playoffs, they go zoom in on his huddle, and he's talking about nothing. In
Nonsense.
He doesn't know what he's talking
he's
about.
doing. He's
Giving
not doing
motivational
anything up.
speeches. He's quoting Tesla. This guy. I don't know.
Optimisms.
You know what it is? Exactly. You know what it is? I think that just goes to it speaks so highly of the talent on that team.
Oh, yeah.
With Ibaka and Westbrook, to me, is top 3 most talented guys in the game.
Oh yeah.
And then you got Sniper
He's a complete
Jones.
athlete.
Oh,
He's
he's
a
such an
complete
athlete.
Yeah.
You got Sniper Jones over there, and when he's on, he doesn't
Sniper
miss.
Jones.
Sniper Jones, the Durantula. So
the tarantula, I love it.
Just think about that. They couldn't win a shit when Harden was even there.
Yeah.
And look how good he is.
right now 1 game out behind Phoenix, but let me tell you, Phoenix is a solid team.
They are.
They're a
good.
solid
They're good.
home team. They have a good group of players with Isaiah Thomas, the
Yep.
Morrises, Dragic,
You got Miles.
They have 3-point guards.
Miles and Miles. They have 3-point guards,
Three-point
which
guards.
one of them I hope comes to the Knicks next year. But
So
that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
Phil, help us.
Yeah. That's the next later.
One
We need
team.
that little kid to help us.
The little kid.
The one team that I know in everybody's eyes, Jips, you yourself, NBA guy, the most impressive, the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh yeah.
The Atlanta Hawks. Can you name a guy that's a superstar on this team?
No.
It's Paul Millsap. You're a
Al
good player.
Horford,
No,
but they're
Millsap's
not
good.
superstars.
They're great players.
They all, what it is that
They're
they
great
all
role players. They're all
compensate
great role
each other so good. That's where it is.
I just want to say that I saw Magic Johnson. He was on. It was either first. Yeah, it was First Take. Yeah, it's been First Take. And first off, he ripped Jerry Buss a new one.
Oh yeah.
Oh my! I didn't realize that they had such hatred. Oh, he's got such hatred towards him.
Oh, him and the
He's-
Lakers are.
He spilled all the dirty
Broken.
laundry. So, but my point was they were talking about Atlanta and how they play as a team. How it's trending that you have to find the big three, and no, it's about
You don't
finding
have to find a
five,
big three.
5 good players. That's
Yes,
what
a nice rotation.
As long as they play together, that's all that matters.
Popovich
Come on.
totally brought that into last year. He just showed the entire NBA
Well,
team approach.
Yeah, but that's different,
And you can-
Ryan.
Is it? Nelly?
Yeah, it's Duncan, it's Tony Parker.
Oh, it's
But
Hold
it's
on.
not though.
Well,
the Hawks
I-
are proving it right now. It's not.
It's not
Not
different.
Tim
I'm
They
gonna
play well collectively.
Who do the Vin? Who do the Atlanta Hawks remind you of?
The Spurs, I think so. Personally.
What? Oh my God!
I think they
Who
play
is-
just
what
like
was-
them.
What was that guy? What's
Personally.
that guy's name?
Besides the defensively.
Mike Bonenholzer. He was an assistant
For
under
Greg
Greg
Popovich.
Popovich. So
Reno,
maybe
yes.
Nelly, maybe there's more to it than we think.
Yeah.
This team is 43-10. They had the
They
best
are.
team in the league. The Warriors come in. They beat
beat
them.
'em.
They beat them down.
They scored
down.
with
To
them.
win road games. This
Right.
is a
No, what impressed me
just-
is that they scored 120-something points versus the Warriors.
Yeah,
Come
yes.
on, you outscored the
Insane.
top team in the West.
You know
Come
what this-
on.
Yep.
Nelly, you know what the best part
Regular
about
season
this
game.
is with the Hawks? To me, they're still not the favorite in the East.
Yeah.
they have
They're
the
not
best.
June.
They are still not the favorite. You have a
And they
team
won't
that's
be.
32-21.
They won't
that I
be.
think is a better team in the
Oh,
Cleveland
yeah.
Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easily.
So do I.
Hands down. What do you think, Chicago? You think Chicago ain't better than Atlanta?
Well,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, in the
They
playoff
are.
series,
Well,
yes.
That's the thing, right? Because playoffs, you're always talking best of 7. It's so
Yeah.
much more
Right.
Yeah.
than a game.
Right.
It's then coaching really comes in, depth, how you're going to play each game,
Agreed.
stuff like that,
Agreed.
and focusing on mismatches, and that's where the coach I think really comes into the most play because that's adjustments, game to game adjustments,
Yeah.
and how well each team can play. But the Hawks
43
are
and 10.
It's you can't take away what they're
43
doing.
and
You
10.
can't.
I
No,
tell-
you
I will
can't
tell
knock
you-
them.
think about if they don't lose another game.
Yeah.
If they don't lose another game, that's still not even the best. I mean, that just shows you how good the 72-10
Oh,
Bulls.
forget it.
Oh, yeah.
Forget
Yeah.
Unreal.
it. Unreal.
Sick.
Unreal.
That's sick
That
stats.
team,
Sickening.
but see, that was a team that we watched during the season, and we knew they weren't going to buckle. We
Right,
just
right,
had
right.
that
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
that
Yeah.
they were gonna plow right through the playoffs. That's exactly what they did.
We're talking about basketball though, and I've been thinking about it the last week or so. We might actually have the best division to ever be in the NBA, and it's not really talked about enough. I don't
Right,
think.
right.
But the Southwest Division this year is insane. It's insane. It might literally be
It really is.
for me watching basketball the best hands down or top to bottom division I've ever seen because
Holy crap.
the Grizzlies are in first. Okay,
Yep.
no team is below 500.
No,
Right.
And when the Pelicans are the worst
they're good.
in the division,
They're
and they're
good, yeah.
They're
They're not
good.
bad.
Yeah,
They just snapped. What's it called? Their
I know. I know.
forget who, but they snapped the Hawks. They snapped the Hawks
The
winning
Hawks
streak.
record, yeah. They
The
did.
Spurs are in fourth in that division.
I know.
It's
It's
insane.
sick.
It really is apples and oranges with the East and the West.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
mean, look at these bottom feeders in the playoffs: Milwaukee, Miami,
That's
Charlotte.
the same thing
I mean,
every year, though. That's why Silver wants to change the way it's going to be the format.
I heard that he wants to do the division. What does he want to do?
Well, each division winner.
Okay.
So it's 6 teams, 3 and 3.
Okay.
And then it's the next best record. I
No
want to
matter
say it's
what,
the next
right?
10 best records, no matter what
Yeah.
conference you're in or anything. Just the same 16 teams, playoff format. Just you have 6 winners, 3 and 3, and then the next 10 best teams, best
I
records.
like that.
So you
I like
could
that.
have 8.
I like that a lot.
8, 9 teams,
I'm not
10
with
teams
that.
from
No?
the West.
No.
Why not, Nelly?
Why though?
I think it takes away from rivalries, to be honest with you.
Oh,
It
it's
matters.
such a great point.
Nah, but
Well, what about
You're not going to
Phoenix
sell
missing
regular season tickets on that.
the Suns missed the
That's
playoffs
so
last year.
true.
That's not right.
Yeah, but you have
It
a
wasn't
team.
right, no.
But what's not right in this whole format is that you have a team in the East that's going to be that can
Right.
be 10 games under 500,
Oh,
and you
make
could
it.
have 3-4 teams in the West that are 5 games
Hey,
over
look,
500 and not make the playoffs.
Look at
ev-
Charlotte. They're 22-30. I'm looking now. Hey, you know what? They get a couple home playoff games, a lot of revenue for
That's-
22-30. It keeps the sport in Charlotte,
relevant.
Yeah, but they're
the
8
owners,
games under 500. Look in the West.
The owners would
I
be
wouldn't
opposed
do
to
this.
that. The owners would be
I wouldn't
opposed
do
to
this.
it.
If you put them in the
That's a
West,
great
they're in the
point.
11th or 12th
Yeah.
seed. Come on, they're in the 8th seed.
We
in the
like
East.
it as fans. Essentially, the customer's always right. But
Oh yeah,
at the end of the day, the owner
has the last say.
his pockets. Are
It's
always,
tough. I mean,
are always right.
I get
That's all that
Cornelli.
matters.
I look at it both ways, but I just think I think you should be rewarded, and I think that new system rewards.
Yeah, the teams
Oh, it
that
does.
play well. Yeah.
Listen, since Adam Silver's come in, I like his way of
It's
thinking.
been like this forever though with
I like
the
his way
NBA.
of
You know,
thinking.
the East has always
He's a
been worse
progressive
than the West.
thinker.
How does that? I don't understand
Always,
how that
always, just always.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
West, even in the '90s, the West always scored way
Always
more
dominated,
points than
right.
the East. Always had better
That
teams.
style of
always.
basketball.
That's all it is.
And yet
It's
the
that
East
West
won
Coast running
majority
gun
of the 90s,
style
but-
of defense, style of offense.
So do we all have Budenholzer, the coach of the year?
I do hands
Mid-season
down.
point?
Hands down.
What he's done
yeah.
with this team?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Listen, he has
he
a
go
sniper
somewhere
in
else.
Kyle Korver, though.
Insane.
Oh, he's
man.
great. Oh,
He
he's.
is.
Korver,
I love him.
you know how you were saying the Hawks are still not the favorites? It's like
They might be though.
There's a mentality with NBA fans where it's like you get so used to, just like the old school people where they were used to the Bulls of the '90s. We're so used to LeBron and like Durant that we're unable, even most fans, to be like, oh no, the Hawks are the best team in the East. Like that may be a reality, and no, they're the Hawks.
Right. They're Atlanta. Yeah, exactly.
It's like
that only goes to me. It's not. I do think they're the best team, but it just goes hand in hand with one guy, and they don't have this one guy.
They don't have a closer,
and his name is LeBron James. Forget a closer. He is the one and only. And whoever's team he's on, they have the best shot to get to the finals.
Why? Why? Who gets the calls in the playoffs? Monk. The stars.
The stars. The players
you don't
get
think
the
LeBron's
ball.
going to get this team in foul trouble or something?
But that's why.
Exactly.
That's why.
You see DeAndre Jordan crying every night. They ain't getting no calls. Like
No.
they pick their spots. These refs. I hate to say it,
Speaking of DeAndre, they
got to show face for the league.
That's what I hate about the NBA, though.
It's a hard job for an NBA ref to do.
But it shouldn't be obvious to the fans that the stars get the calls.
It's
like
just
that's
sport.
That
is sports.
That's not how it should be, though.
It is sports. It is sports, but that's not how it should be. Yeah.
Why do you think we hate Crosby so much?
Yeah.
It's every goddamn call.
Very true. Very true.
And we go nuts when the refs don't side with them. We go nuts as hockey fans.
Right.
But you know, with
football
LeBron
too,
with the
Tom
ball,
Brady, football too. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, they get all the calls. Come on, take anything else.
Yeah, the NBA in specific though, I feel like even when they go for a layup, I feel like a lot of times the refs will look, and if the shot goes in, they'll just let it go.
Yeah,
but if the shot misses, they'll be like, oh, I got to call something here.
I forgot what game I was watching that night. The foul was called after the shot was missed.
Right,
the ref blew the whistle for a foul.
Right, exactly.
Why don't you call it when he releases the ball? You know, come on. I mean,
LeBron definitely has a lot of influence, and you know, even with this David Blatt, they still have.
Yeah.
They're still a favorite. This guy's a
He's
Mickey
the
Mouse
coach.
He's been doing good though.
Nah,
he's
that's the
terrible.
thing. I don't
believe in him.
It's just LeBron and Kyrie's greatness. It's like.
I think Blatt sucks.
I
think
do.
You know what it is?
LeBron's
I
coaching
don't
the
know what he was there to do. Was he brought there to bring?
He was an offensive genius.
All
He
right,
was supposed to be, but he
offensive
can't
genius.
do anything.
You have Kyrie Irving.
I know.
You don't need any offensive
genius. That's what he was, though.
J.R. Smith chucks up threes every other play with an offensive genius.
I hate
J.R. Smith. No, he's a great addition.
He is for that team. He is.
Listen, Iman Shumpert, Mozgov, and J.R. Smith were great additions to that team. They got rid of Waiters, and he's basically a poor man's J.R. Smith. He's a younger version of poor man's J.R. Smith. Nelly?
I love how Mozgov plays the game.
I love him.
He's phenomenal.
He's just as
He's
good
a
as
tactician
Varejao.
down low, bro.
He's good.
Just boom.
He's an ex-Nick. He's an ex-Nick we got rid of.
Speaking of a guy that protects the rim, and he is, Vin, I really hope you don't agree with me, but if you do, great minds think alike. He's my MVP midseason to this point. It's a no-brainer for me. Marc Gasol.
I disagree with you.
18 and a half, 2 blocks, a steal, 8.5 rebounds a game. This guy is.
He is. No, he's
you take him off that team, they don't have a focal point on offense.
No,
you take him off that team, they don't have a focal point on defense. They're a great defensive team. They execute very well on offense. He is the cat's pajamas. I wish he was a Knick.
I would love to see him.
He's
as a
my
Knick.
MVP midseason.
He's your MVP?
1,000%.
Now, who's your MVP now? Who do you have here?
It's tough for me.
It's tough.
It's tough to go against him.
It really is.
I want to give it to Johnny Wall. I like what he's doing in Washington. I'm gonna.
It's not John Wall.
No,
you know.
No.
I'll tell you who it is. Don't worry.
Ben, I'm going with Monk.
It's gotta be Nelly. It's gotta be.
I'm going with.
I like John Wall, though.
I'm going with Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
He's an MVP.
Okay.
I have to. He's playing great. He's playing phenomenal.
But Vin, doesn't he have such a? I mean,
I don't care what he has. He's still playing great. What are you
He's
kidding
still
me?
playing great. He's got.
Look at his numbers. Look up his numbers.
No, he's got fantastic.
You want to see numbers? Look up his numbers.
Stephen Curry does have fantastic.
He's doing everything this year.
23,
everything.
2 steals, 8 assists per game,
He's
5
doing
rebounds.
everything. He's doing everything. He's filling the stat sheet this year. That's
He
what
does
he's
fill the
doing.
stat sheet, but you know what? That is an offensive team.
Yeah, I understand that, but if you take that point guard off that offensive team, they might not be that offensive team.
You know, Vin, for
the
me,
point guard runs the offense.
Offensive player of the year, but just as far as what a linchpin Gasol's on defense, you take Curry off on a defensive possession, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can't have Gasol off.
I'm with you, Monk.
You know, that's just how it feels. Great
Well,
score.
you're right there,
he probably he could.
come on, Curry's.
It's close. I'm gonna go with Gasol.
You can go with him.
What about you, Ron?
I'm going to go a little differently here, just to be different. But
That's it.
we're talking MVP. It's hard for me to go away from Harden.
Oh,
because
no.
That was my second.
Look, all around.
Agreed.
No, probably not.
It was.
But when you're talking MVP, You take this guy off Houston, and they are a joke.
Yeah.
They are.
He is ridiculous.
Harden, I would agree with Harden more than Curry.
He's like 40 points multiple times. It's like
yeah,
you
he had
can't.
40 points the other night.
And I don't
against
think
the Suns, right?
Yeah, I don't think
He
there's
almost had a triple-double.
There's not a player
by one rebound,
assist.
I think, or
One
assist.
assist.
Yeah.
There's not a player in the league that is more like, oh, we're down 20. Yeah, I will score the next 20
I will just chuck
points.
those threes. And
It doesn't matter. He goes to the line like it's.
He does. He gets to the free throw line a lot.
Unreal.
Yeah, he
It's
does.
unreal. So I mean, I hear you guys with Marc Gasol, and that's.
Yeah.
He probably is
Yeah.
a better candidate than Harden, but
No, I
for
like
me,
Harden.
For me,
I like Harden.
he is the most valuable player of Houston. I mean, they're in second place. You know, they're a few games behind the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And without him, they're nothing.
Ryan, you
you're
think
right.
he's underrated as a player? I think Harden because
I think he's proven
He's
this year that
second
he
in
is
my
a
eyes, too.
top
He
tier
was-
guy. He's a
Yeah.
top tier guy.
It's
Oh, he
really
is.
amazing.
He is a
we
top-tier
all
guy.
knew he was going to be great leaving Oklahoma City. Even Sam Presti, the
That's what I
general
said
manager,
before.
knew, but he just didn't have the money to keep.
Yeah. He couldn't
had to
keep
get rid of
all
one of those
three.
guys.
Imagine if
No,
they
I
could've-
know. That's such a big imagine. Such a big imagine. That's how
been a
good he
huge
is.
imagine,
yeah.
That's how much of an imagine because it was such a stretch to keep him.
Right.
You weren't. Gonna
He
be able
is
to.
really good. He is.
Oh,
you know what's
phenomenal.
crazy?
He
Like
is.
how
I can't
Bosh
knock
was
him.
the 3 out of Wade, James. Like Harden was the 3rd out of Westbrook.
Oh,
right.
And now
I know,
he's
Harden
number
has
one.
so
taken
hard.
Houston, and now he's the face.
Yeah,
of
Bosh
He's
could
the
never.
sheriff.
Bosh could
He's
never
the sheriff.
Yeah, Bosh can never be Ryan. Exactly.
Right.
No.
But you gotta give Harden credit, and
Yeah.
I think Ryan hit on the money there. I really think so.
Hey, but
But
hey,
is he-
speaking
is-
about Houston, what if Bosh did go to Houston this offseason?
Oh, they'd
You
be
know
scary.
what? They'd be real scary.
But
Bosh and
is
Howard
he
down
still
low.
the 4th most important player in the state of Texas, behind Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Dirk? I think he is. I think he is. He ain't the sheriff
I'd
yet.
put, I'd
No,
put
he
him
ain't the
above
sheriff
Dirk
yet.
for importance. I'd put him above Dirk. Now
You
with
put him above
Dallas.
Dirk?
For Dallas,
Maybe,
depth,
yeah,
importance,
maybe.
importance alone.
Okay, yes.
But
yes.
I hear
I
that.
mean, you never dismiss Duncan and Parker.
No, you
No,
can't.
Just
you can't.
respect.
You can't.
Respect with the two.
You can't dismiss them, yeah.
I'm with you there.
You can't do that.
For me, I like the All-Star festivities.
Yeah, I'm with
I
you.
like
Right.
the NBA more than the NHL All-Star festivities.
I like the
This-
festivities better than the game, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I'm
I think
sure a
the-
lot of fans do. Just like
Yeah.
I like the home run derby. But
Better
you know
than,
what?
yeah, me too. I'm with
But you know
there.
what? Baseball has swayed me a little bit with the whole home field advantage.
Advantage in the
because
World
now
Series,
what it
yeah.
does is it makes these guys play an actual baseball
It
game.
can't
as if it was-
end in a tie. That really
Exactly.
pissed me off
Yeah,
that
that
year.
was- that was
That was a
ridiculous.
joke that year.
Absolutely.
That was
First the slam dunk contest.
Want to do that first? You want to do
Yeah, let's do slam dunk.
do a slam dunk first. Do
We
slam
have
dunk.
Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Eh.
Zach LaVine from the Minnesota Timberwolves,
out of UCLA,
Victor Oladipo, the Orlando Magic, Indiana,
Indiana.
and Mason Plumlee,
Out of where?
Brooklyn Nets. Mason Plumlee out of Duke. There he is, Vin.
Yup.
Who's Vinny picking? I heard he's been doing some behind the scenes dunk work.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna win it.
Now,
Yeah.
this is what I'm noticing, Nelly. You're gonna notice this right off the bat. Once I name the 3-point competitors, and then you look at the quality of those type of players, as opposed to these guys, you start
It's a
thinking, and then
joke.
hold on, then you think in your head, all right, Blake Griffin said, I'm gonna not dunk as much because I want to save my energy. Did you hear
got
about that?
hurt. Yeah, he got
and
hurt.
then now all of a sudden Blake Griffin's hurt, so he wasn't feeling too good from all the dunking.
Yeah.
So dunking probably isn't the best for your body, and this is why Giannis Antetokounmpo is in the NBA
Yeah,
dunk contest.
yeah.
This is why Zach LaVine, a guy that plays 12 minutes, is.
You're right.
You know what?
Yeah.
It'll still be enjoyable. I want to see.
Not as much
these
as the
guys-
past, though.
I mean, I'm gonna
Oladipo
pick.
is gonna take it down.
I go with Oladipo.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you why.
That's who you go with?
The big thing with Oladipo, I'm rooting for him because he's gonna donate his money if he wins to charity. So
Okay.
great cause. I'm all about
You're
that.
really you would think he could win though? You think so?
Yeah, he's got.
Oladipo's
God.
awesome.
I see him throw it down.
See,
yeah.
I think the
absolutely.
other kid. I think the other kid could throw it down better. The kid from Milwaukee.
Oh,
I
no,
think
he's good.
He could.
Honest.
He's good.
Because
But
he
Oladipo's a
Say the
beast.
name, Vinny.
I can't even
Giannis
say his
Ante-
name.
Try.
Let's
Vin.
do it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's good
There you
enough.
go.
Good enough, Vinny.
That guy's
great.
winning it.
More than
He's
good enough.
winning it.
He
So,
is.
Look up his
I know.
highlights.
I was just.
Yeah.
He's got
He's
that
big. He
build.
has long arms, long.
Zach LaVine too,
he's
though.
Gonna be, yeah, he's
Does
not.
Mason Plumlee not have
What is
the?
wrong with you guys? Take your Mason. Thank you. Say it.
You're taking
Where's
that
the
Plumlee?
game?
Oladipo, baby. Oladipo.
He's not
The game is in
aerodynamic.
Brooklyn.
I don't give a
I'm
hell where
a
the
Duke
game
fan.
is.
You don't understand? I watched the midnight college
Oh, man.
dunk contest at Duke. Mason Plumlee could dunk.
He was okay.
can.
All right.
Mason
Now he's got
could
some
do the
inside scoop.
sideline, reverse. Mason Plumlee could dunk.
I'm interested.
I'm not
Just
taking that away from him now.
I'm taking Mason Plumlee.
I'm taking-
and he's the
All right.
biggest underdog in the field. And I'm not saying that.
You know you got to take
I'm gonna
now.
be. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset if Mason doesn't win.
Oladipo's
I
got
already
this.
know
who I'm taking.
Oladipo's got this.
Oh,
Mason Plumlee got this.
Oladipo.
We're all just
So
agreeing.
two
Zach
of you are
Levine's
on
got no
Oladipo.
shot.
Yeah,
That's what we agree on.
He has no shot, that kid.
Mace.
Zach Levine.
So naturally he'll win.
Zach
Yeah, he'll
Levine's
probably win.
probably gonna win.
All right.
What do you want to do next, Andrew?
He's probably gonna dunk on a zip line from the rafters, like Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. All right. Now
There
this,
will be props.
this is
This I'm
everything.
excited
Yeah.
about.
This is everything. When I heard this lineup,
I was in shock.
I said, "What is this?
Shocked.
I said, "What is this? The All 2000 team? This is unbelievable."
Between this and the skills challenge, it's great.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wesley
great. Challenge.
Matthews, Kyle Korver, James Harden, J.J. Redick, dude,
Yep.
Marco Bellinelli, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
you got the Splash Brothers?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I know.
Are you kidding me?
I know. I know.
And Kyrie.
And Kyrie, I know.
You know what Stephen
Uncle
Curry's
Drew.
odds are?
Uncle Drew.
Even
Who's
money.
odds?
Stephen Curry's odds are even money.
Of course.
Even money.
A 3-point contest.
Purest shooter.
Because he's shooting with studs, right? You know.
But I don't think.
Should we plus something?
Wait, who do you
Should be
like,
even
Ryan,
money.
in
That's
this?
too low.
Who do you like
I
in this,
like
Ryan?
first of all, every one of them can beat each other easily.
Yeah,
easily.
that's right.
But how can you not like Korver?
Thank you.
He's unbelievable. He's on
Real.
pace.
He's shooting
he's on pace to be the
53%
best.
this year
He's
right
on pace
now.
to be the best of all time. And even that's like, oh,
How is this guy shooting 53%?
53% from
so,
3
and he's
point
taking
land.
a lot of shots.
Because they play like the Spurs, like a team.
Exactly.
Yep.
He's
Yeah, but
wide
he-
open.
he
He's
doesn't even
always
Been in the
wide
league for
open.
years.
He catches and shoots like
He really
this.
does catch. His release is unreal.
Yo, he reminds
Absurd.
me of, you're going to call me crazy, when it comes to this contest, he's going to remind me of Jason Capono, who won it 3 years in a row.
Jason Capone. Was he on the Toronto
Yeah, I hear you.
Raptors?
Photos.
Was on the Lakers for a while, yeah.
Oh my God.
There's something about Korver's shot that's so effortless. You got to like him to win it.
Yeah.
Who
But
do you like
anyone
coming
of them-
second? If you got Korver, who do you like in second then? Right.
To make it to the finals?
In the finals, yeah,
I
that's the
think it
final
depends
two.
on who gets hot.
Yeah.
When if Klay Thompson's on, it's it's over.
Yeah.
No one touches that kid when he goes on unconscious mode like that. But it depends. You know, I like one of the Splash Brothers to make it.
You do?
For me, this is easy. I do process.
I
of
already know who you're
elimination.
taking. You're taking Kyrie Irving.
I do process of elimination. You got, Bellinelli. Your release is not quick enough. You're too old.
Yeah.
Okay. That's J.J. Redick. You throw up a lot of
Say
bricks.
something about J.J.
You
Redick.
throw up J.J. Redick. You
about J.J.
throw up a lot of bricks. Chris Paul gets you mid-range jumpers, wide open threes. He throws up bricks. James Harden, you're a slasher. I mean, you can hit the three, but
He could shoot the hard.
Oh yeah.
He can shoot.
Wesley Matthews can shoot, but I don't know. I don't know about him. It's between Korver, Curry, Thompson, and Kyrie for me. And I gotta
You're taking Kyrie, we know.
go with Stephen Curry.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Sure.
I gotta
Going
go with
chalk?
Steph. I have to go with Stephen Curry. Yeah.
How about you,
I'm going
Nell?
chalk.
Dream matchup: J.J. Redick, Kyrie Irving, of course.
Curry's gonna
Dream
beat
matchup?
Irving. Curry's gonna beat Irving. That's what I got.
I like Kyle Korver. I think he's going to be focused into this one. I will be rooting for JJ to get there, but I think it'll be Korver versus Curry. I think it's chalk here. I think it's chalk.
I
got
agree.
With you now.
I got the underdog Mason winning the dunk contest. I think it's chalk here. Even money.
Chalk, yeah.
Korver plus 130, the second favorite.
Yeah.
Vin, who do you like?
I'm with you. I like Korver over
Korver over
Curry, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like, yeah.
I wish we get like a.
I
broad
said that all along.
underdog.
I like Korver. I think his shot's too pure for this contest.
I think the
much.
problem that some of them have, like Wesley Matthews, Harden,
They're all going to take
even
too long
Bellinelli
in
to
between
an
shots.
extent.
Right.
I feel like a lot of them thrive on the game flow. And like the whole
Yeah.
I need to
Harden
hit the shot, it's a big
especially.
shot,
Yeah.
especially hard.
That's how hard
it's
it
like
is, yeah.
they need to play from like a
No
kind
adrenaline.
of
No adrenaline.
It's like a
exactly,
shoot-around.
to shoot it, and
It's like
that's
a
where
shoot-around,
Korver has
yeah.
the advantage. Korver's probably the best shooter.
You know
Him and
what?
Curry.
All
The
he
rest of
does
them
is-
need that mental aspect. Like I need to hit this. The two of them just flow.
Does Kyle Korver ever practice his mid-range jumper?
I don't think so.
I don't think he
Why?
does.
Why does
I
he?
Why
don't
does he
even
have
think
to?
Right,
because
right.
he
Doesn't
stands
shoot
behind the
from there,
three-point.
Exactly.
He'd actually probably be strong on every single one.
Yeah.
He really would.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, how about the last one, Andrew?
What, the skills competition? What are the teams on that?
Yeah, who's the contestants then?
No, it's the contestants. That's the contestants. It's Patrick Beverly, Trey Burke, Jimmy Butler, but I don't know if he's partaking because of his shoulder injury.
Right, I was about to say.
Jeff Teague, Kyle Lowry, Michael Carter-Williams, Brandon Knight, and Isaiah Thomas.
Are there teams though? Right?
No, that's individual. That's the
Individual.
one where you got to
You
dribble
got
around
pass,
the cone,
bounce
shoot
pass,
the
awesome.
layup.
pass.
Team last
No,
year.
it wasn't a team.
No, it's not.
You're
No, they
thinking
do
of,
the teams
you're
that
thinking of the
half-
celebrity game.
Yeah, no.
No.
He's talking about the teams, the half point. They do like the half.
Yeah,
point
right.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
the individual.
This is the individual.
Individual. Okay.
I love the kid Trey Burke, but for this one, I have to go Isaiah Thomas. I think this kid is underrated. I think this kid's incredible.
Okay.
Incredible.
I got Lowry. I'm taking Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry's
He's a
awesome.
stud in this competition.
Yeah.
I'd have to go either Carter Williams or Brandon Knight. Me
Well, you
personally.
gotta pick one, Vin.
I'll take Carter Williams.
You gotta make a decision.
Carter
Car-
Williams.
You gotta be a
Carter
firm.
Williams.
I'm
Carter
gonna go
Williams.
Larry too. I'm gonna go Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, Ryan.
Kyle Lowry.
He's a man.
Ryan.
He's
The
awesome.
Super Bowl bros take. We stay together over there.
Now, as far as the
Right.
game, you
Yeah.
have the starters. Kobe Bryant is not playing. Is that correct?
No,
I don't
it's
know.
done.
He's not playing.
He's done.
It's done.
Why was he even picked?
Because the fans picked. That's
He's
why.
got so
that
many
needs
votes.
to change, guys. That needs to change.
He's
we know
second in
that.
votes. He's second in votes.
That's a
He's third in
joke.
votes behind Curry and LeBron.
Are you gonna watch this game, guys? Plain simple. You gonna watch NBA All-Star game?
probably
not.
Probably
it's
not.
Fun.
It's going to be 250 points.
Last year was fun because you had Durant versus
Yeah.
LeBron. You
Yeah.
had
Irvin.
who were those two that went back and forth on the threes? You guys remember that?
See, that's
It
what I
was,
like.
Yeah,
I like that. It's the individual competition
That was
between the guys.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's what you find in the game, but it's not enough for me.
Yeah, this year I don't know.
I'm
how
with
to
you,
see-
yeah.
What dunk are we gonna see? Like, what's gonna draw
Exactly.
you to that?
Right.
What's
Right.
gonna draw
But
you?
I will enjoy the 3-point contest.
Yes, I will. I will.
That'd be
yeah.
the best watch thing.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
think everyone's on that. I think
The day
that's the
before
most
the game's
anticipated thing.
better.
Yeah, it is better. No, I'm 100%
The
with
day
you
before
there.
the game is better.
Way
Mark
better.
Against Paul, man.
Just the lack of buzz around it, I think, speaks to what we were talking about before about like the NBA needing a villain and needing
Right.
like just the bad boy Pistons or whatever it is,
Yeah.
the Heat from the last few years. Like they need a villain type team or even person for everyone to hate, for people to care. Because right now
Yeah.
you have the Hawks and no one has a problem with them, and
No.
the Warriors. Who doesn't love the
Everyone
Splash
loves
Brothers?
them, yeah.
Well,
It's
you
like
know-
there's no draw right now. 'cause-
We have one. It's LeBron, but he's so much on that good public
Right,
figure.
right.
Yeah,
and
that's what it is.
Doing that.
Right.
I mean, but what you're seeing is his own teammate is having a problem with him.
Oh, yeah, with Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
What is it? Is it maybe Kevin Love feels outcasted because LeBron makes it all about him in the locker room? Do we know that? No.
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
They're
How much
playing
power
good,
does
though.
he have?
Yeah.
Is it jealousy? I mean,
Could be.
you saw the tweet that LeBron put out the other day. Stop trying to fit out so much and just fit in and be part of something great. Just my
Yeah.
thoughts.
right.
That was directed at Kevin Love.
Oh, we know that.
That's
yeah.
a fact.
We
So
know that.
there's friction in that locker room.
There is.
Let's see what David Black can do.
Yeah.
he
But
gonna
you know
do?
what? You know what? Kevin Love, UCLA boy, played Minnesota. How he left Minnesota wasn't on great terms.
Not used
Comes
to.
over
Yeah.
here.
Right.
It's a different ball game. Maybe he got to grow up a little.
I
LeBron
agree.
put him in
Yeah,
his
you're
place.
right.
Nelly, I fully agree.
No, you're 100% right.
I think he had free
Put
reigns in
somebody's butt in
Minnesota.
check.
I don't even
Yeah.
think anybody cared what he did.
They didn't care what he did.
Showed up,
Yeah.
scored 27,
That's
13
it.
every night, and that was it.
That was
They
it.
didn't care what he did. They didn't care about his attitude or anything.
Who we got for MVP in this All-Star game? Who you got?
Wow, I like that.
I want a definitive answer.
Oh, I got you. Oh,
I
this
don't
is
want
easy.
one person from the East and one person from the West. I want you to pick
Oh,
one
this is
guy.
easy.
Who you
This is
got,
the-
man?
Oh, this is so easy. Carmelo Anthony has been ready for this game.
Wait.
What do you
You
write?
don't have
Novel?
a problem now that he's going to play in the All-Star game?
Vinny, I have zero problems with him playing in the All-Star game.
wrong
Okay?
with you?
Our season's a joke.
I know it is. I
Our
know.
starting point guard's Langston Galloway. Okay?
You have Shane Long.
He was
know.
he was delivering groceries 3 years ago. Carmelo Anthony's jacked up for this game. He'll be at the NYC strip clubs after he scores 36, 10 rebounds. He'll have 4 dimes. 4 dimes.
Are you really serious?
You
I'm so
serious right
serious.
now?
You're sick.
He's
Okay,
gonna
you're
go.
nuts.
He's
Next.
gonna go off.
Next.
Carmelo Anthony's gonna go off. You heard it here first.
Who do you like, now?
I think you gotta take LeBron when you look at the East.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
gonna- yeah,
I
was
thought
just
you were gonna
say
pick
that.
John
Who else
Wall.
is gonna shoot? Yeah, I should have took John. You know what?
yeah, I-
son of a gun.
Ooh. He's
No,
got a
I'm
lot
sticking
to
with
prove.
LeBron.
Go
I'm sticking with
LeBron.
LeBron. I'm sticking with LeBron.
Go with the safe
LeBron.
bet.
all chalk today, huh, Nelly?
What?
All
No more
chalk.
chalk.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna-
chalk with Nelly.
I'm not going to sub you.
You know what? I'm going Marcus All first point. If that's available, put that.
That's available.
I don't know.
I'm going to say MVP of the game. I like Durant. I just think he's gonna.
yeah.
I just think he's gonna shine bright. Everyone's got a problem with him making the team. He says,
Exactly.
"Challenge me
Vinny,
one-on-one for my
that is
spot."
I love
I
it.
think he's gonna go off in New York.
And
I
he
think he's gonna
you
go
know what?
off.
He likes these All-Star
I
games
know
too.
he does. They
He
think he's
enjoys
gonna
it.
go off.
He went off last year.
Go
Yeah,
on.
he did.
He stole the show last year.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Vinny. I
think
think
so.
it's going to be Durant. I think he's
so.
mad.
Yeah.
That might be the chalk. Right there. Durant.
True.
I like that pick by Vin. I said one pick. If I had to pick a West, that was it. It was Durant. If I had to pick West, that was.
I was the same as you. I like LeBron too, but I was
like,
like, you know what? I gotta go. I have to go KD.
I'm looking at the East rosters, and I'm seeing
the East roster's sad. I'm looking at it too now.
Millsap, Horford, Bosh, Irvin. Irvin went last year. I'm not going back to back. Jimmy Butler.
He might not play.
Whoa! With that tone about Butler.
But he might not play because his
I
shoulder.
love Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy's the man.
I know he is.
When you
I hear
look at the West roster, it's unbelievable.
It's insane.
It's unreal. I mean, you got
It's really
you got
great.
Chris Paul, James Harden, LaMarcus Aldridge, Durant, Duncan. I mean, this
Davis if he plays.
I'm done. I'm done with
They're
this.
way better.
I'm done with this.
So
Also,
the West is winning.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the West.
So am I.
Yeah.
Carmelo
Blowout.
MVP, West.
They're too much.
Carmelo MVP. You're taking the West?
Durant,
How's he gonna
Durant's
win?
All right. All right. The East is gonna win 96-94. Carmelo's gonna get
96-94. There's no
Yep.
defense.
And the Knicks are gonna win 5 games after the All-Star break.
They're gonna score like
Let's go.
140 points.
All right,
What,
we gotta go to break.
96-94.
When we get back, soccer on the other end.
Yep.
Big Champions League preview. I'll be in Old Paris. Oh,
With
man,
no tickets, you'll be there.
No tickets.
You'll be there with no tickets.
I'll be
watching
in
the
front
game
of the
in your
stadium
room.
scalping. We'll see you when you get back.
Have fun.
Addicted to Ink, a proud sponsor of the Zaraza Entertainment Network, is Westchester's premier tattoo, piercing, and apparel destination, offering only the finest tattoo and piercing services as well as the best atmosphere you will find. Addicted to Ink is located conveniently at 38 Westchester Avenue in White Plains, New York, right across the street from the Westchester Mall. If you got the itch for more ink, like the Zaraza boys do, get your work done right. Visit www.addictedtoinktattoos.com for more information.
You're watching the Zaraza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv. Here, you'll find ridiculously good-looking people, equipped with knowledge, intellect, and passion for speaking the truth. Does it get any sexier? A filtered mind is the only crime for Zen Live. Stay tuned.
What's going on, everybody? Master Bong, the MacGyver of pod here, taught millions of people around the world how to make a bong or a pipe out of anything and everything. And if you are ready to tune into my radio show, the Master Bong Power Hour, where we're always letting the good times roll, coming to you live and direct every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on ZenLive.tv. So come join us, because we're having a great time. Master Bong, over and out.
You're watching the Zaraza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv.
All right, we are back, and now we're into our soccer portion of the show. My favorite part, everybody's
The
favorite
soccer boy over there.
Yeah, soccer boy over here. Wow, a
You
lot
got
has
me watching
happened
this week,
A lo- Nelly, I have you watching slowly but surely.
Surely coming fan.
It's coming on, man. It's gonna spread like a virus soon. I'm telling you. First thing is the Tottenham Arsenal game, the London Derby. You caught that?
Yeah.
Great game, 2-1 final. Nelly, Tottenham has a man on their team, 21-year-old. The campaign for Kane, they call it in England, to call him up. Harry Kane, 21-year-old kid. This kid is fantastic. I put on a Tottenham
I heard
game.
them talking about it on the radio, on ESPN Radio yesterday, 2 days ago,
Vin,
whatever the game was.
I put on a Tottenham game and he scores.
Yeah, I heard I heard Ruko was going crazy saying
21.
Saying he's ridiculously good.
21. I wish he was American.
Is he that good?
He's
that good?
unbelievable.
Okay,
It's unbelievable. They're waiting to call him up for England for international.
That's scary.
In the World Cup, I mean in the Euros 2016, England is going to have the prospect of having Raheem Sterling, the fast, great kid from Liverpool, Daniel Sturridge from Liverpool, Wayne Rooney, and this kid Harry Kane up front.
Scary
Those
team.
four. It's going to be deadly.
Favorites, you think?
I got a question
At that
for you.
point?
They're never favorites because England fans know they just choke at all means. They're never favorites, but they're definitely
they
top
choke.
3 favorites.
There's no goalie.
1,000. Exactly.
Monk, you're going to be surprised at this. Who did Tottenham also have? Because, I got my Tottenham, fans out there, give me the
Wait, who
advice. Who did Tottenham own, previously to this guy Kane?
Who did
Gareth
they
Bale?
own? Oh, Gareth Bale.
Gareth
Who
Bale.
does he remind you of?
Yeah.
I was, it's the comparisons are like for like.
So,
it's so easy.
I got my Tottenham fans. We talk daily.
And they-
so I'm getting into Tottenham
Okay.
mode. So they said, yeah, they got rid of Bale. Now this kid comes along.
Exactly.
Can they hold on to this kid?
No.
He's gone. When do you think he's gone?
He's gone.
What's the story? What do you see?
I think he's got another year next year. And, just the fact of money rules. Money rules all.
Yeah, why does that occur? Why do they keep losing players?
It occurs because when Real Madrid comes calling your name and says, we want you to play for the biggest club in the world and we want to pay you more money than your club is paying you there, you go.
Yeah.
You go.
But as a Tottenham fan, how don't you get mad when you got rid of Bale and now this kid's
not
gonna
only
go
a
out there and
Tottenham fan, this kid grew up in this part of England. He grew up. He's a local boy.
Wow.
They need. He's the face. He is the face, and he's got them. Like I said, I was telling you, I think they could make Champions League top 4 spot. He is the reason, along with Christian Eriksen, who I think is another excellent player on the team. He's the main reason. He is just a goal scoring threat, at all means. 2-1. Tottenham beat Arsenal. It was a great derby. Harry Kane in the 56th minute. Harry Kane in the 86th minute. What does that tell you? This game was going to draw, guys, okay? I told you it was going to draw. It was a derby.
2-2?
I said it was going to draw. I did, 2-2, and that second goal didn't come. But the other derby, the Merseyside derby, Everton-Liverpool. Now, this was the point of soccer with me, Vin. It ended 0-0. Sounds like a boring scoreline, right?
Yeah.
Then the game was full of chances, full of action-packed things. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It was a great game. It was two teams just pulling back and forth, and they couldn't find that winner. They shut the door in time. You give credit to the defending where credit's due. That game, I told you, was going to be cagey. It was going to draw. The shock surprise of the weekend on Saturday was Manchester City at home. Clear favorites. I think with the books in Vegas, minus 500, I think they were.
Wow.
They drew 1-1 to Burnley, the 19th place team in the league, at home. At home. And they were down 1-0 the whole game, and it took a magnificent free kick from James Milner in the 90th minute to tie it. Very shocked.
That was when, Saturday?
Saturday. Chelsea played. They were on the road. Played Aston Villa. I thought they were going to win. They did get the win, 2-1.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Ivanovic got a winner. That was basically it. The next day, Man U on the road, tough game against West Ham. They were losing 1-0 the whole game. They scored a goal, 94th minute. Daley Blind tied it. They picked up a vital point. Yesterday, for me, this was the game of the week. Liverpool-Tottenham.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm waiting for you to
Nelly,
talk about it.
wow.
Mug, let me tell you what happened to me watching this game.
Unbelievable.
0-0.
It was that good of a game, though?
3-2 final,
1-0.
Wow.
Go back. 1-1.
There's your goals, right?
2-2. 3-2. I'm like, what the hell happened?
What is going on?
Who came into the game?
Oh, my God. This guy.
What happened?
If Fran was here, he'd be kicking himself. We dump on this guy a lot. We give him a hard time. And you know what was really cool about him? Mario Balotelli comes in the game. And, he gets no love from Liverpool fans, from Italians. He doesn't know what he is. The African-American community. This guy is just lost. He's a lost soul. And for that, I love him. I adore people like this in the world. He comes in, Adam Lallana, great cross into the box. He beats his defender, onside, beautiful, taps it in, bang. Crowd's going nuts. This is in the 87th minute to win the game. Mario Balotelli is like this. Teams patting him on the head. Ah! He's like this.
He's stunned.
He is so stoic in his celebration. He's just like, yeah, you wanted this from me? You got it. Here I am. What more do you want from me? What a game.
Did Liverpool win that game or Tottenham blew it? I got to ask you that.
I will tell you right now.
Because people were stunned in that
Tottenham
stadium.
blew it. They did not blow it. Liverpool somehow gritted their way to this victory. You know what? This is what I tell you with the draws. When teams draw in a game like this, I don't feel bad because I think both of those teams deserve the point.
Okay,
It was Tottenham. You had to feel spited coming out of that game. You had to feel just cheated because they deserved at least a point on the road going into Anfield, which is in my opinion the toughest venue in the Premier League to go to. It's electric over there. Liverpool, they really showed a lot of heart. And Harry Kane did score a goal in this game, if you're wondering.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that was 3 goals in his past 2 games. Yeah. He scored to make it 1-1. Then they went down, Gerrard penalty kick. Gerrard doesn't miss on penalty kicks, ever. They tied it 7 minutes later, and then Balotelli in the 83rd minute. It was incredible. It really was.
They took Gerrard out 67th?
Yeah, they took Gerrard out.
I caught that. I'm like,
we were talking about that last week about match fitness. Yeah, match fitness.
It's like Jesus Christ.
Today there were some good games for me. The most importantly, wearing on my chest, Chelsea, a humongous 1-0 win against Everton. Humongous 89th minute.
Oh, it was on today. Yeah,
yes, it was on today. 89th minute goal.
There was actually a lot of missed chances.
A lot of missed chances. Exactly.
So many. You're like, oh.
Now that could have been one of those games that ended 0-0, and it was still exciting.
Well, it could have easily been like 2-2.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, wow, the thing that was important about Chelsea winning was Manchester City also won today 4-1. So now they improved their goal differential and they got the 3 points. Chelsea did not want to drop those 2 points. Yeah, Manchester City would have picked up. Now we stay 7 points clear. We're still comfortable. Man U, very comfortable win today, 3-1. It was a little hairy. They played, guys. They played Burnley. They played Burnley, and guess what? They took the lead against Burnley. Burnley tied it, and you know Burnley going into halftime. You said, "Wow, this could be another shocking result." Burnley has on the cards. Can you imagine going into Man City and into Manchester United, going into the 2 powerhouse Manchesters and getting results, and you're a bottom feeder in the league? That's impressive. What happens? 4 minutes of added time onto the first half. They give up a goal in the fourth. That's what Burnley does. That's why Burnley's Burnley. So that's how it goes.
Oh, Lord.
The big thing, big event. I'm especially jacked for it. I can't wait. Next Tuesday. It's, in my opinion, the best competition. I will always say it in sports. The UEFA Champions League.
In sports?
In sports? Sports.
Because Chelsea's playing PSG?
No, in sports. Okay. There is, Nelly, I'll tell you what. Do me a favor. Name me one sport that can take the best teams from across the world, which are level on competition, okay? Not the NBA versus the D-League, the Euro League, and Rikers Park, okay?
I got it. Curling.
Yeah, maybe curling could do it. Maybe
no other sport is worldwide like that, though. That's the reason why.
Well, Vin, is that an advantage or a disadvantage in your eyes?
You're right.
Is that a good point or a bad point?
But you're putting this above the World Cup?
I'll tell you what. Not only am I putting it above the World Cup, when you ask players, what is more important to you, the UEFA Champions League or the World Cup? Their answer is, I love the World Cup. I love playing for my country. I have pride. But the UEFA Champions League is where you make your name. It is where you become a legend. That is the fact of the matter. Yeah. It is where you make your wages. It is where you get noticed. It is the most watched competition, bigger than the World Cup, believe it or not. You're playing.
Poor Ballack, you know.
Oh man! Oh my God!
You want to throw names out there? The guy.
Michael Ballack. He was great. He was great for Chelsea. He was great. He was great for Chelsea. We loved him. A lot of good years of service, bud.
I know the stories. I've seen the stories.
Yes, I am going. I will be there Tuesday of next week. I will be at the Champions League. And, I told you guys this last week. I'm hoping for a draw. I'll explain to you why. In the knockout phase of the Champions League, the round of 16, it is first leg, second leg. To you guys, it's known as a home and home. Think about it like that. Okay. Road goals are the tiebreaker. Road goals are very important. I'll explain to you the scenario. Let's say Chelsea goes in to PSG, okay? They draw 1-1. They each get a goal. They come back to Chelsea. They draw 0-0.
You would?
You guys win, yeah.
Chelsea advances because they got the road goal. Even though it's tied on aggregate, 1-1, they got the road goal.
Are you okay with that rule?
I love it. Okay. I love it. Love it.
Why?
Why do you like that rule?
It makes, I'll tell you why. Because now the away team you don't have to, but you want to search for that goal. Because if you don't get that road goal and they come, as soon as that team scores on you, you're done. You need 2, you need 3, whatever they score, depending. You have no tiebreaker now. You're done. You have to go for that goal. So that's why I believe maybe I could see a 1-1 draw. I mean, best case scenario, 1-0 Chelsea, but...
So you're a big Chelsea fan, so where are you sitting for this game? Are you sitting with the Chelsea fans or with the... Are you going? Do you have tickets? Like, I don't understand.
I do have a ticket on the way from Spain. It's in my correspondence at the Mercure in Paris.
Good. Thanks for telling me. I'm going to rob that ticket.
Arthur, the concierge, has taken care of it for me. Very nice guy.
That ticket's missing.
Little
ticket's
broken
gone.
English.
Gone.
Let's hope the ticket's
Arthur's
there.
going to the game.
Otherwise, I will be scalping in front of the Parc de France Tuesday.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm going to be at that game.
You're going to
I'll
see
be on the
Arthur
flight.
in your seat, though.
That would be pretty
What do
bad.
you think it's gonna get mailed out like
The one thing
Ocean's
I'm worried
11?
about is I am in general population. You know.
Just like you're in jail, general population.
Exactly. It sounds like you're in lockup. I am with the tourists, Arabian Nights. I have good seats.
Where are you sitting exactly?
Row 17, midfield. But the problem with the supporters is one supporter is always behind one goal, and one supporter is always behind the other goal.
Right.
So the rest of the crowd is going to be the home crowd. They favor the home crowd. So I'm going to be a needle in a haystack. But
So talk about the game, Mug. What are you excited to go? I know you're excited to go see a draw or
Man.
one of the.
I'm not. No, I'm not excited
to go see a
You
draw.
are.
I just
you want to
know-
go on a nice flight and spend your time to go see a draw.
I-
Not
see a
Magic,
tie.
Not seeing your beloved Chelsea boys over there. Put on a 3-0 display. Because I think if they win
It's
3-0,
not gonna happen.
I think if they win 3-0, I'm not going to see you anymore.
It's not gonna happen.
He's not going to make it back. if
I'm
they win
hoping they
3-0.
don't
Are you
win
kidding
3-0
me?
for my sake. For the wet newspapers taped around my stomach's sake. I think.
What are you making, a homemade bulletproof vest?
Homemade stab proof.
Oh
Homemade stab
my
proof.
God,
I'm
I've
gonna write a
never-
little Chelsea symbol on it.
I've never.
You know what it is?
I've
I am very
never.
excited. Not only am I excited to see Chelsea, this is my first European soccer game, which is going to be cool. And the thing that I'm going to notice, I've been at Yankee playoff games. I've been at Ranger playoff games. I've even been to a Knicks playoff game.
So have I. Yeah, it's terrible.
Guess what? Oh, it's terrible? Your favorite sports? This is what you love in this country.
Exactly.
Vinny,
Yeah.
nothing is as electric as a UEFA Champions League game on a fortnight in Europe. Okay? You have no idea. It's going to be unbelievable. I am not only excited to see Chelsea, I'm very excited to see Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It's
Are you going to run on the field? if
I
they
was
win?
thinking about running on the field to hug
Take a piece of
to
grass.
to hug Jose Mourinho specifically, shake
Oh
his
my
hand.
God.
That would be amazing. And you know what's great? You want to know the best part about watching soccer? They give the fans that run on the field some respect. They give them some TV time. They give them some play. If you notice, you watch the World Series,
Then they get
you'll hear
trampled.
Joe Buck. You'll be like, Joe Buck, some idiot on
I
the
hate
field.
that.
Yeah.
And then you got to look at Joe Buck and Tim
Yeah.
McCarver for
They're
5
the
minutes.
worst.
It's like, dude, I want to see this
hate
guy
Joe Buck.
juke 3 security guards and get away. At least, MSG Plus,
Nice
and Fo-
facial hair, dude.
Fox Soccer, they at least give the guy some play, so that's cool. I'm not going to run on the field because I don't think jail in France would be fun.
It might be fun. Could be cool.
It might be cool.
But Mug, what's the game
What
plan
am-
for both teams?
What am I? Okay,
What do
that's
you- like,
exactly.
I wanna
PSG
know. Zombie
needs.
watching.
The reason I'm telling you guys about this draw is because PSG needs this game. They need the win. I'll tell you why. Last year, PSG had a lead on us going into Stamford Bridge. They had us. We needed to beat them by 2 goals. What do you think we did? We beat them by 2 goals. We got
sick.
PSG is gonna throw the kitchen sink at Chelsea this game, and Chelsea's gonna. Nelly, what are they gonna do? Your favorite
draw?
phrase? What's your favorite phrase in sports?
Park the bus.
They are gonna park,
park
the
the
bus.
I was going to say.
Jose Mourinho is going to park that yellow cheese.
So Mug, you're gonna be in the stands like. having
Park
the pop-
the
I'm gonna be in the stands
Look at that
Screaming.
ball go 60 feet in the air.
with my
yeah!
stopwatch. I want to see headers. I want to see
nuts.
John Terry rolling on the floor. I want to see wasted time. I want to see it
You're
all.
bringing a stopwatch?
I'm gonna bring a stopwatch and I'm gonna stare at
What are
it.
you going to be, the official?
I'm gonna be the official.
Oh, my God. You're going to fight with the official when they don't give you the right stoppage time.
I will say, prediction for the game, want the truth? This is terrible.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
We're going to lose the game. But I'm hoping we lose 2-1 with the road goal. Because then at least
That would be-
if we
yeah.
win 1-0 at home,
Right.
we're in.
So
We're
you're
in.
going to France for a funeral. That's what
I'm going to
That's
France.
what it
Black.
sounds like.
You should wear all black.
You're telling me PSG is going to throw everything,
Everything.
Yeah.
at you,
Everything.
and
I
you're going to
respect
sit
the
there and
honesty, though.
defend.
I respect
like
the
this
honesty.
is dodgeball.
Respect the honesty,
like
right?
dodgeball.
And then you got the kid in the corner by the
Exactly.
door.
Exactly.
Look like a twig. That's what you think Chelsea's going to do.
Yeah, basically. Bend don't break. Bend
Oh,
don't break.
my God.
There is another game that day, but I don't think anybody in Ukraine is going to be looking forward to it. Shakhtar Donetsk hosts Bayern Munich.
Oh, wow, okay.
Shakhtar.
I mean, you want to talk about wearing black. They're probably all going to be wearing black in Ukraine at this game, because this is their funeral. It's it's sad because you have 2 legs and they don't even need to play the second leg. This game's going to be
It's going to be that bad?
Oh yeah, 3
Bayern
3-0,
Munich
4-0. Easy.
Wow.
And this is Shakhtar. This is the round of 16. There's no slouches.
Yeah.
These teams are legit. These are the cream of this is the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
These are the best teams, but Bayern is just
I don't know soccer, and even I know Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich
Get across
leaps
them.
and bounds over this team.
Yeah.
So that's it. Shakhtar.
Monk.
Yeah, Monk, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
What happened to Real Madrid the other day?
Real Madrid.
I was talking to you and
in the Madrid derby. First, I will say Diego Simeone, the coach of Atletico Madrid, is a firecracker. If you watch this guy on the sideline, he is a psychopath. He's got veins on top of veins going off in his head. He's crazy. He's a drill sergeant. He has his team. Vinny, if you're off the ball and you are not in the right spot, he's subbing you. He's only got 3 subs. You're getting subbed. I'm not kidding either. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
He's no joke. This guy took a program, Atletico. They were nothing, bro. They won La Liga a year ago.
Yeah.
They were in the Champions League final. Look what he did. He sold Diego Costa to Chelsea. He sold Thibaut Courtois to Chelsea. Not Nelson's favorite name.
Yeah.
Okay, that was their best goalie and their goal scorer. They didn't skip a beat.
wow.
They didn't skip. They beat Real Madrid at home 4-0.
Yeah, that's
Real Madrid has one of the best coaches, if not the best in the world, Carlo Ancelotti, and
that was in Real or in Atletico?
It was in Atletico.
Oh, okay.
It was in Atletico, but I mean 4-0, Vin. In a local derby. You see the derby games; they're close.
Yeah, but you're Real Madrid.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Real.
Ryan
Like,
said.
Nelly, the
you're Real
most
Madrid.
popular sports franchise in the world, and the
4-0.
richest.
oh yeah, definitely
On
the richest.
Forbes,
yeah.
the richest.
Definitely the
So,
richest. Yeah.
what does that tell? I'm going to tell you something. They have a game the next day, Real Madrid. They're going to get by Schalke in the round of 16, who's a good German side, but Real Madrid will get
it's
through.
Real
They have too much
Madrid, yeah.
attacking. But they lost Sergio Ramos, their best center back, and they lost James Rodriguez.
What happened to him?
He broke his leg. Star for Colombia. He's out 2 months. Ramos is out sick. They're not going to have him for this tournament. Wow. So that's a big loss, guys.
Yeah.
It's bigger than you think. You throw all these names out, Benzema, Bale, Ronaldo. At the end of the day, you guys have to be.
They saw it the Yankees back in the day.
That's
just everybody.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
It sounded like the stars are aligning for Chelsea. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Nelly,
Yeah?
Nelly, I'm not listening. I'm not going to say anything. The stars are aligning for
Stars
Chelsea.
are aligning.
I feel it. When you just have that feeling.
Now, you as a Chelsea fan, would you rather them win Champions League or Premier League?
Vinny, that's a fantastic question.
Which one would you prefer?
That's a magical question. I mean, it's a
Magical question.
No, it is. It is because I'll tell you what. How about this? Are you asking me or are you asking Steven Gerrard, who has a Champions League, but he's been playing in England on Liverpool for almost 20 years, and the poor guy does not have a Premier League title? You ask him what he wants. The local boy, the guy that everyone loves in England, he doesn't have a Premier League. If you ask him,
I'm asking you. I'm not asking him.
It's Champions League. It's Champions League. I just think this is just the premier competition in the world. But Premier League is very, very important. Humongously important.
Okay.
But guess what? I don't want Champions League. I don't want Premier League. I want that, and I want the League Cup. I want a treble.
Oh my God!
I want the treble because the guy Jose Mourinho, who's our coach, did it with Inter a few years ago, and he could do it with anybody. He's the best.
You all about that? You all about that Chelsea full trouble?
All about it. All about that Chelsea. No base.
No way.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I don't get stabbed and I'm here.
We hope you don't
2
get
weeks.
stabbed.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Before we go on break, I want to ask everyone, what do you want to see happen to Monk's team over there in Chelssie? Like, I want to see Chelsea win like 3-0. I want to see Monk go nuts. Maybe we don't see him anymore. Not that I love you, Monk, but just to go to PSG and to experience ecstasy.
It would be a dream.
And then beyond ecstasy as well.
It would be a dream.
Yeah, no,
I hope they win 4-0.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm like, Monk, when's the game? On Tuesday?
Yes.
If
The
they win
17th. Tune in,
4-0,
guys.
we will hold a funeral for Monk on the show. Because we know we're not going to get in contact with him.
Yeah.
How dare
So,
French citizenship?
We're going to hold
And
an
a stamp-proof vest ain't gonna hold up. So,
Vin, what do you want?
I hope they win for his sake. I hope they win 3-0 for his
Thanks,
sake. I
man.
mean,
I
he's going.
appreciate that. I really
hope-
He's
I hope they
going
at least get a
halfway
point for you,
across.
buddy.
So I mean,
Yeah, that's it. All right.
I just hope you get your tickets. That's all I hope.
Oh,
You I hope you
you know
get
what,
your
Vince?
tickets,
Statement
and I
of
hope
the
you
night.
go to the game and whatnot and enjoy
I
it.
appreciate that. Statement of the
That's it.
night. Statement of the night.
Just get your
gonna be
tickets.
great.
We're going to put flowers there because you're done.
I'm looking forward to it.
Because as a sports nut that you are, if you experience that, I'm worried about
That's
you.
it. It's
as
over.
a friend,
Nelly,
I'm worried about
I don't need anything else.
You got to record yourself there. You got to record
good.
yourself there, man.
Should be good. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of videos. I'll have everything. On the way back, on our break, we have a special guest.
Yeah, we're going to keep it surprise for the break.
Very special in our hearts. Talk some college basketball with him or her.
There you go.
On the other side. We'll be back.
Take care.
Are you a smoker and you need to quit, but you're discouraged because it's harder than you like doing me? Baby, white plains paper. Baby, white plains paper. Are you a non-smoker but you like to do the tricks? Well, these are non-toxic clouds that exit your lips. Oh yeah, yeah. White Plains Vapors, located at 210 Mamaroneck Avenue in White Plains, New York. Visit our location and choose from a wide selection of exotic flavors.
You're watching the Zidalza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv. Here, you'll find ridiculously good-looking people, equipped with knowledge, intellect, and passion for speaking the truth. Does it get any sexier? A filtered mind is the only crime for Zen Live. Stay tuned.
Hey, this is Vinny Pastor. You can call me Big Pussy, and you're watching ZenLive.tv.
You're watching the Zidalza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv.
Hi.
All right. We are back. Yep. And we have our guest, Rebecca. Are you there?
I'm here. How are you?
Rebecca is a writer for Pipe Bomb Sports. She's also an avid college basketball, golf enthusiast, football fan.
Welcome back.
Hi, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
It's good to be back.
Great to have you.
I mean, we got to do better than Florida State. You know,
oh, my God.
Alabama picks, this time. It was bad.
She had Oregon, though, so that's good. She had Oregon. We can still throw that at her.
You don't want me to do predictions anymore.
We need your predictions. We need them.
It's okay. We made it back up in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, Rebecca, what is your standout so far for this college basketball season? What's the thing that stands out most? Is it Kentucky? Oh, my God. Virginia. Maybe it's not Virginia.
No, come on.
You
know, Tony.
I'm not biased or anything, but come on, guys. I mean, you got to really respect the way Tony Bennett is coaching this team.
Tony Bennett is a great singer. I agree.
He's a great singer.
He's excellent. Did you see him with Lady Gaga the other night? Fantastic. No, Tony Bennett's good. He's a good coach. He's a dashing young man. He's an excellent coach.
Yes.
Good defensive system. I do like Virginia basketball, but Nelly, fork in the road.
Yeah. We look at, Virginia's record. It's nice, 21-1. Who'd you guys lose to, Rebecca? I just want to
oh, my God. Always depend on Nelly for those cheap shots.
Hold on.
I would have rather lost that game than to lose in the tournament. So I think that, having that loss, I was really hoping that we would win against Duke. However, we only lost by 6, and we really just we screwed it up at the end. And we had a nice little lead there and let it go. Right. But right now, I really think that kind of took the edge off the team a little bit. And coming back and,
I agree.
And playing the way that they did against North Carolina and then Louisville, I mean, they made themselves known that they're a force to be reckoned with.
I agree.
So,
Rebecca, I think you nailed it to the sense that in UNC, after the Duke loss, they won 75-64, and then Louisville was a tough, tenacious team, winning 52-47. I mean, they made Louisville
That was a big win.
That was a big win for them, yes.
I never seen a team.
That's ridiculous. I mean, Pitino looked like he was standing out in the rain in the second half. It was ridiculous.
That's rare. That's rare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rebecca, exactly. I'd never seen a Pitino Louisville team look so small like they did not. They couldn't do anything right. Like, they'll press you and they'll get steals, but Louisville, really, they were like, they scored 47 points. They had like 12 points with like 2 minutes left in the first half. It was bad.
Odd about that
really
Louisville
bad.
game?
Virginia played great.
I think Louisville played right into Virginia's strengths.
Yeah.
Right into
They did.
it.
Well, I don't think Louisville's that strong this year, though, so.
You know, and the type of play that Virginia has, they slow the pace down. They play
defense.
A team like who else?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They played right into their strengths.
They did. Yeah.
She's right. 1000%.
How about the Zags though?
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
They are awesome this year.
Are, yeah.
West Coast action.
They're real good.
Yeah, West
Right.
Coast
What's
bias.
your take on Zags?
I think they're one of the very best.
The senior laden team, right?
This kid Pango's got it going.
Pangos is good, man.
Keeping guys down low.
Yep.
You know,
the other kid Wilcher's real good too.
Yeah. The thing is, when you talk about Gonzaga, like who's their big game? Like William and Mary every year. Like they don't play the top team. They lost to Arizona.
They're in that big conference. Yeah.
It's hard to get invested.
That's why they never get that much, credit.
That's why I like Virginia's team. I think they had a few tests already.
Absolutely.
They did. They had a lot of tests.
They had a lot of tests.
I think the biggest disappointment.
I mean, when you look at how they played, Georgia Tech beat the pants off of them. Going to Duke at JPJ, game days there, breaking my heart. Then coming back and winning against UNC and then Louisville, and tonight with NC State. NC State's not necessarily going to be a walk in the park. They beat Duke.
Yeah, they did.
But they also lose to teams like Wofford.
Right. That's always NC State's problem, though. That's been their problem the last few years.
Down, and that's just kind of the way they play ball. That's the way their season goes.
They play up to their competition.
Schedule has been
I think Virginia wins tonight.
Easy.
Yeah, I do too.
I think they do too. But with Justin Anderson out now.
Yep.
It's a big injury for you guys. Big injury.
It's the talking point.
We always talk about playing as a team. And you got your 5 guys out there, and they talk to each other, and they know how to communicate.
Yep.
With Justin Anderson out, now people like Nolte have to step up. You've got Shaq that has to step up. Now you have to figure out that 5th guy who's going to play as the team. And you think about winning tournaments, and you always need that one guy who is your superstar. Well, guess who our superstar kind of is? It's Justin Anderson.
Yeah. Justin Anderson is
so when you look at his finger injury, where it's 4 to 6 weeks, if it's 4 weeks, great, awesome.
If it's 6 weeks, yeah.
If it's 6 weeks, then we're screwed because that puts us in the first week of the tournament.
Right.
Yeah.
He's going to be back sooner than later, I think, with that kind of injury.
I hope so. They seem optimistic. So.
But you think, you need that special player to get you through to the tournament, ACC championship. You think you guys could pull it off without him? I think you got a good shot without him because you guys play such a team system that we talk about.
I think they could win the ACC.
But what's your take on it from the diehard Virginia fan that you are?
I'm going to total disclaimer. I'm not the biggest hoops expert in the world, but this team has made me sit up and take notice from last year, 2 years ago. I mean, last year I was one of the first people to go around throwing stuff and breaking my remote after the huge loss to Michigan State. And throwing a Kanye fit at home. So if they really they have such a special environment and element that they've built in that team. And Tony Bennett has created this environment at UVA. I mean, you got the fans, you've got the whole system seems to work, and I think they're going to win the ACC personally.
I do too, and that's tough. And that's
That's impressive when you can do 2 years in a row.
Very.
I'm a Duke fan. I'm scared of them.
Yeah,
I'm scared of them. I'm dead serious.
What do we think, Nelly? What about Duke's chances?
This is what I gotta go back to, and why I gotta give Virginia credit. Because when they lost to Duke, that was their home game. That place was rocking, as she was saying. That place was going nuts. They were in handle. They were up 11 at one point in that game, and then Tyus Jones came to play, and Jahlil Okafor went nuts for 3 minutes straight. I couldn't believe. I go, Jahlil. I was questioning his skills even in the NBA, and then he turned it up.
Yeah.
And so it's tough when you lose a home game with an 11-point lead when it's in your house. On the road, okay. And then I said to myself, they're going to lose to UNC, and they're going to lose to Louisville. And they did the exact opposite.
That's what I thought, too.
They went to UNC, won by 11, and they made Louisville look silly, Pitino-like team. And they just played the defense. And I'm just going to...
Their defense is great.
They are just scary. They could out-rebound Duke. I'll tell you right now, we got lucky. We have to be hot with our shots. It's the only chance we got.
Well, if I had $1 for every time they said, on the playback feed, Virginia's not playing the way that they normally play, I would be in Vegas right now.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what great teams do. They answer back when they have to.
Exactly.
What do you guys think is the
patient? They're patient when they're behind. Right. I mean, you look at the Virginia Tech game that they played on the road at Castle, and they're behind, I don't know, 12 points or something like that. I'm like, oh my God, there are 2 games this year I don't want to lose. And one of them is to Virginia Tech and the other to Duke. And, Virginia just played calm, cool basketball. That's just their style of play. And it makes me excited that they have finesse.
They do.
They have character.
They are good to watch.
They have character.
Right, what were you going to say, Ryan?
I was just going to say, I think, it's remarkable how the teams that kind of tend to be at the top year after year after year.
Yeah, it really is.
Duke being the
what does that tell
definition
you?
of that.
What does that tell you?
Well, what does it tell you? Well, great coaches.
Exactly.
Also tells you that players like to play for successful colleges.
Yeah.
But the biggest surprise to me, most disappointing, I want to ask you guys how you feel. We might all agree, but Florida Gators.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew they'd be in trouble without Wilbekin, who I love.
I love him.
He's a man. He's a man.
Scotty Wilbekin was awesome.
Him and Patrick Young,
awesome.
Forget about Yagad, forget about Prather. Just losing Patrick Young and Wilbekin, I knew that'd be a huge problem. But I mean, they are
not this bad. Yeah, it's real bad.
Come on, it's crazy.
And Billy Donovan's
he's a great coach.
He's a great coach. I can't believe I love them. I was so upset to see them lose last year.
Look at Syracuse. They're not.
Yeah, they're another team.
They're not too hot either.
Right.
Not.
Yeah. Well,
for the most part, most of the teams are still having great success that were great last year. But Florida, I think, was you guys feel this biggest
I'm
problem
with
out
you.
of nowhere.
Ryan,
100%.
You hit it on the nose. I mean, who did Florida play this weekend? They played Kentucky in Florida, and that's the perfect opportunity for them to win and get a spot in the tournament. They played such a great game. First half came down to the last 5 minutes, and they had nothing in the tank left.
Buckled,
and unlike Florida team on the
Donovan.
Donovan.
Game day game as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rebecca, did you catch that game? Florida, Kentucky?
I did not. I just watched the highlights of it.
Okay. I mean, you think Florida, you always see, Florida and Florida, big team, Kentucky undefeated. Yeah. This is a trap game. And it was playing the storyline as every degenerate gambler and everybody that watches sports playing the storyline out. And then you just didn't have any weapons. Yeah, you had no weapons left in the arsenal when it came down to crunch time in 5 minutes, and Kentucky pulled away. And that was it. But I like to ask Rebecca over there, what do you think about this Kentucky team? 23-0. Are they going undefeated?
For me, this is the biggest story.
Oh, isn't that the big question?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think they will go undefeated. I think someone is going to pull the plug on them. FSU came really close.
LSU.
Who do you think it's going to be?
Yeah, they won by 2.
Yeah, last night, 71-69 was some game.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was a bet. See, that could have been the trap game right there.
When Nova gets dunked on, it's like, woo, okay.
Who brought them to overtime last week? Who brought them to, I forget.
I want to say it was...
They went to double.
Yeah,
you're talking about the FSU player that dunked on Okafor and Duke, right?
That was sick.
That was sick. That dropped his draft stock a little bit.
Did we win?
No,
I'll tell you what.
Win?
You did win. I would hope you beat Florida State.
I know. In Florida State.
Yeah, road games are tough. But
it's regular season. At this point,
exactly.
Who cares?
Virginia's a trap game.
Don't say who cares. I watch FSU game on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and on Saturdays and Sundays. Maybe that's just a Duke fan. I'm sorry, you may be a Virginia fan. We have a little history and tradition at Duke that we like. I'm just saying, it does care, okay? You speak like a Virginia fan. Duke fans, every game matters.
Yeah.
The first game of the season, whoever it is, we're going nuts.
I agree.
You want to see what nerds went to Duke? What are they dressing in? What kind of chants did we come up with? We want to see how many Chinese kids are in there. I don't care
how many Chinese kids
we're going nuts. But that's Duke. It's just Duke basketball. It's Coach K court.
And that's part of an institution that Coach K has really established.
Oh, unbelievable.
And you look at the ACC powerhouses. It's always Duke. It's always UNC. And now that Virginia is up there and totally legit, we're hoping that we can break that barrier to be one of those teams that's going to be reckoned with.
Awesome if they do.
Who would not want to play for Tony Bennett? Guy's a star.
I mean, seriously.
Great coach, great singer.
From there, and I hope he stays there for eternity.
He's going to be there for a while. They're going to lock him up. Did they lock him up yet? They didn't lock him up yet, right?
They will.
He's going to get paid.
End of the season, they will. Don't worry.
This is great for college basketball.
It really is.
This is great. This is what you want to see. You don't want to you know, Rebecca said, you don't want to see Duke, North Carolina, and now we got Louisville, Syracuse, where your eyes closed, and maybe Pittsburgh with the new teams in. Like, those are the 5 you would have chose after the merger. No one would have picked Virginia to do this 2 years in a row.
Don't forget Notre Dame as well.
And
Notre Dame's a good team.
Oh, they're killing it this year.
The kid Grant, super
yeah.
he can score.
They're
18 a game, he can score.
You know, Nelly, though, back to Kentucky, man. Yeah. You know the one word I associate with that team, and it's not Calipari. It's brother. They are like brothers, that team.
Yeah.
Look at that
and they
team's
literally
stats.
have a set of brothers, but the rest of it's talent, but they play as a team because talent can only bring you so far. You saw the other night against LSU, talent wasn't a factor. It was grit. It was the determination to want to win that game and want to keep something special alive.
Listen, they're 23-0. I looked up a stat that they not one player on their team averages over 12 points a game.
Okay, so then there we go.
Incredible.
What's that? Who's that?
Over
What was it? The Atlanta Hawks or
a
Kentucky
game.
we're talking about?
Yeah, same comparison.
Exactly.
Same comparison.
Basketball. When basketball was invented, James Naismith, what do you think he said? Dribble the ball, go past 3 guys, elbow a guy, and dunk? Or he said move the ball around the court?
Move the ball around.
Move the ball. This is the ultimate team game now.
You're telling me
Carmelo Anthony, stop stopping the ball.
When you think of Kentucky, you think of brother. Rebecca, do you think the same way?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I do.
It's talent. I'm with her.
No.
Say it, please.
No.
Rebecca,
no.
How?
No.
Talent and chemistry are an unstoppable combination.
I don't think Willie Cauley-Stein is that talented.
I love Willie Cauley-Stein.
Come on.
I love
They
that
lost
kid.
the kid Poitras.
Yeah, he's
my favorite player.
Yeah,
Poitras was the best.
I got to back up Monk on this. I got to back you up, man.
Yeah.
It's a brotherhood with that team.
It is.
No, Andrew, I'm with you
You can
there.
tell on the sidelines he's got that team together.
He does.
It's disguised as talent.
Yes.
They played well, but it's not that
I'm done.
It's that the
I'm going
teamwork
home.
makes the talent.
They have a white team and a blue team.
They are
5-5.
They're so resilient this year.
He subs them out. 5 guys and 5 guys.
Right.
Though.
No, it is.
No, it is. Absolutely.
Let's call it how it
That's
is.
the
If
system
we
he
called
uses going down.
Calipari and said, would you start 2 different starting units if you didn't have the talent, he'd say no. Let's call it how it is.
No.
But at the same time...
I see them going in undefeated, though. Going into
definitely.
Yeah, so do I. No one
I think they run the table and win it all. How's
No,
that?
they're not going to win it all.
Going
No.
imagine before
that would
the
be
tournament
Before
starts.
the tournament, they'll be on the team, but they're going to win it all.
Okay? Now,
they win it all.
No, they
I'm
don't.
going to give it to Rebecca.
Really? You're going back to back, huh?
Yeah.
Who is the team that's going to beat Kentucky in your eyes? You said you don't think they're finishing the regular season undefeated?
Nobody.
So
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who's going to beat him. I think it's going to be some crazy,
just some random.
Will it be a ranked team or no?
Team?
A ranked team or unranked?
All right, this is their last games. I'll tell you. South Carolina, home.
I think an unranked team can't hold court with that.
In Tennessee.
I mean, who do they have in the rest of their
I got news
Tennessee
for you.
has a good 5.
In
5
Tennessee, that ain't bad.
Tennessee, Auburn, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Georgia, Florida. They're going to be undefeated.
Your best shot there
They'll
is
be
Tennessee in Tennessee
Yeah, that's it.
for the loss.
So
but
basically, they'll be undefeated.
I would have said Florida if they
Arkansas
hadn't
could
improved.
score.
Right. They don't have the weapons
Yeah.
to score anymore.
Not anymore. No.
Right,
Monk,
right.
undefeated throughout.
Undefeated throughout
Ryan?
through the
Yeah, absolutely.
tournament. Through the
That's
tournament.
the-
No, I don't know about
Sorry to sound like a front runner.
through the tournament.
No.
I don't see that.
No, why?
I'm with you,
There's
Ryan.
so much.
Who beats them over 40 minutes? Think about that. Who
Them.
beats them over?
Virginia does.
Virginia.
You hear this, Rebecca?
Virginia
You hear this right now?
beat this team. They got to get there. But how they play defense and how they slow the
I
clock
think
down.
Wisconsin
how
can
they
beat
move
them.
the ball.
Wow.
I love
I-
Virginia's chances against
I
Kentucky.
think Wisconsin can beat them in the tournament.
Well,
Ooh,
like,
they could.
Virginia.
They could.
Sam
They could.
Goss,
Wisconsin
Rick
can beat
Kaminsky.
them in the tournament. Wisconsin could beat them in
I
the
don't know
tournament.
who they'll be
The
playing,
same
but
team.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they're losing in the Final Four. That's my prediction.
Wow.
Wow, all right.
They're gonna lose in the Final Four, and
I
I
got
don't
a
even.
question about a different team in college basketball.
I just can't wait to see who the first stupid loss is in the
Oh,
tournament.
my God.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
I think it's going to be this team right here. I'm going to say right now, Iowa State. They're just steadily dropping.
Iowa State.
I like that
you
team
love
too.
them. I know you love
that's
them,
my
Andrew.
team. That's
but
my
they
team.
Really
can't
decent
make free
program here.
throws.
I can't wait for March
45%
Madness.
or something.
Dustin
from the free throw
Hogue, Georges
line.
Niang. They have some good
But
players,
listen
man.
to what I'm telling you. They shoot
lost Melvin Ejim.
45% from the free throw line, Andrew.
No, that's gonna kill them.
I got my sleepers and everything,
that's
and I'm going to
awful.
hold that for March Madness.
Yeah.
I'm not going that deep into the pile right now. It's just not happening. I just like
I want
Virginia.
Rebecca sleeper besides Virginia.
Yeah. Rebecca, you got a sleeper team out there that you like? I mean, anything going on? But I really think Duke does not match up Kentucky good with them. That's why I had to pick Virginia over them. Even not as a diehard Duke fan, I can't pick them against Kentucky, bro. They're bigger than us. They're going to kill us.
I'm going to say something
And when
now.
you have good point guard, how we lost to Miami, that was a reality check for us. That we had to play that zone defense like how we played against Louisville.
Virginia.
Well, we barely won in overtime against Miami as well. So
yeah, they're a good team though, Miami.
Up and
good
up.
Squad.
Yeah,
they got good guard play.
Yeah.
Rebecca, how do you feel about the passing of Dean Smith?
I'm very sad about that.
Horrible.
Yeah, especially given the fact that his dementia had decreased his quality of life rapidly.
Yes, that's the worst part.
What an amazing man.
What an innovator.
Yeah.
I was very upset that I really didn't get to know Dean as the coach. Like when I got into college basketball,
I'm with you now,
but in my perspective, how I take it is Coach K wouldn't be as such a great coach.
That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought it up.
And Dean didn't probably like Coach K, the thunder that he brought to the table,
like a DiMaggio mantle type of thing.
And I thought Coach K's message when Dean passed away was very, very sweet, very nice.
Yeah, I agree.
And just to call Michael Jordan his second father, it's just
that was the quote that stuck with me.
What was cool, they said Dean Smith never cursed at any of his players, never got mad. So he was definitely that nice guy, nice coach type of guy.
That's got to be so
hard. But he got the message
though.
across.
But when you have
that's got to be so hard to get messages across to kids and not curse at them.
Curse,
I mean,
not
come
lose
on,
your
it's
temper.
so
Michael
hard.
Jordan was, if you notice,
so much pressure on the line as a coach.
Right.
To have a guy, and this shows you what a coach really means to these kids. They're someone that they spend so much of their time with, day in and day out. They literally become a member of their family.
Yes.
So a lot of these guys that came from the UNC program wouldn't make life decisions without calling Dean Smith.
Yeah.
And when you have someone that makes that kind of impact on your life, never mind all the civil rights that he fought for. I mean, you got a kid in Kansas who's playing high school basketball, and he's lobbying to have his team integrated before Brown versus the Board of Education, and he won't back down. Awesome. This is a man of integrity and
what is going on? I love it.
You just gave me goosebumps.
I'm with you.
You just gave me goosebumps. You took the words out of my mouth.
Rebecca, I know you're a golf lover. Did you cash the farmer's insurance this week?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
What is wrong with Tiger Woods? I just answer it.
Somebody
answer the question.
Rebecca, what's wrong with Tiger?
Speaking of Tiger,
I bought this guy's hats a couple years ago.
Speaking of Tiger, look at the top text message on my phone.
Tiger won't retire until improved.
Oh my God.
Rebecca, is Tiger Woods done?
Just go have sex again. Like
exactly.
Enough. Be a fornicator.
You were in Phoenix where the Super Bowl was. Stop. Send him to Tiger! What are you doing? You need a bang again!
Yo, he really does.
In a room in Vegas for a week, he'll be fine.
That's it.
No, Tiger Woods and I are the same age. So this is Tiger's 20th
31.
year on tour. And, you got to sit back and think about that. And you got to think about his early years and how much of a phenom he was, and how at our age, injuries, they really are significant, and they're really hard to bounce back from. But when he's talking in December, I'm fine, I felt the best I felt in 15 years, I do believe that a lot of it is his back and
his
glutes, as he said. But I also think a lot of it is, between his ears as well.
It's so mental.
Yeah, absolutely.
One thing that Tiger Woods has never lacked, ever, is confidence.
Yeah. And
now I think he's starting to question himself. You watch him on the driving range, he's hesitant. He gets out there, he's basically resigning himself instead of getting fired up like he used to. And so this is a different Tiger Woods that we've seen. He's supposed to play in the Honda Classic in 2 weeks. Is he going to do that? I don't think he should. I think what he needs right now is he needs rest, he needs rehabilitation, and he needs a psychologist.
He needs a psychologist.
No, he does.
Does he? But you know what? The guys he goes through swing coaches and this and that, and I feel like all the time, all I hear is Tiger Woods needs to go take a break, rest, relaxation, and then he comes back and it's same song and dance.
But this is
not
different.
Get his act together.
Well, it all started 10 years ago with Hank Haney retooling his swing.
That's
and all
what it was.
stuff.
Yeah,
but with Tiger is the person who said, I've won tournaments not playing my best. And the second, it's almost like a Tom Brady kind of thing. The second that I can't win when I'm not playing my best is when I'm going to hang it up.
Yeah.
It's like Derek Jeter.
It's time.
You know what the problem was?
You know, is he done? I don't know. I mean, you look at guys who've had back injuries. Look at Fred Couples. You know, in the 90s, he had major back injuries. And now in his 50s, he's playing some competitive golf. And he's, you know, a great money-making leader on the board. Not that Tiger needs the money or anything like that, but he does have the competitive spirit.
Still has it, yeah.
You know, it's all in his head at this point of, you know, what's he resigned to do? And how, you know, what are his injuries and how significant are they? And you know, what does the public know? What do we not know? And one thing about Tiger Woods is he's never said that he wanted to be the #1 golfer in the world. He wants to be known as an athlete.
Right.
That's the difference with Tiger Woods and other golfers. He wants to be known as an athlete.
Tiger Woods wants to be known as the best golfer ever played the game and beat Jack Nicklaus' record.
No, at this point he's not.
Oh, he's not.
I think he's better. I think he's better than Jack Nicklaus. I don't think he has to catch him.
He was more dominant, but overall body of work.
Tiger Woods is the best athlete I've seen.
Jack Nicklaus had 19 second-place major finishes.
Okay, there we go.
Jack Nicklaus had 19.
You taking Jack?
Jack by far. Yeah. It's not even
tough.
tough.
It's tough.
Chips, you're the golf expert.
It's tough.
I'm not going to go with that.
Let's talk about this, though. This clears the way for so many new golfers that come through. I mean, look at, you know, Jason Day, you know, winning that ugly. I mean, he didn't win. He was just basically the last man standing.
That's it.
You've got, you know, Rory on a run. You've got Ricky Fowler,
1 year,
at the top of his game. You've got Jordan Spieth. You've got all these young kids coming up who are showing that they aren't just necessarily going to be mid-tier golfers. You've got a lot of competition right now.
A lot of parity in golf.
I have to say this about Tiger Woods. I've never seen him.
Everyone takes a different approach to the game, and they're successful in different ways at different courses. You know, you look at the Masters, and you know, it's tailor-made for people like Bubba Watson and Phil who's struggling with his game right now.
Long hitters, right?
So I'm just excited for golf season right now.
I'm ready to go. I see it. I've been trying to say something for 5 minutes.
She loves it. I love it.
I've never seen Tiger Woods chip as bad as this in my life.
We have a new
Tiger Woods. Yeah, we do.
She's legit.
She's the best.
Her and Gypsy are doing our golf section.
Yeah, amazing. Her and Gyps. That's it. We're done. But yeah, I never seen Tiger Woods chip like this in my life. You could talk about his driver, go left, right, but this guy was scared to chip the ball.
Yeah,
he was scared.
Yeah, I saw a couple clips.
It was like I was out there. I was out there chipping these balls. It's just bad. And we got April Night Masters, and he's the second favorite. He's the second favorite. Rory's 6-1. Tiger's 10-1.
Never. Should never be second.
This guy could win with no legs and a back. I don't care. I'm sorry. I've seen Tiger Woods do magic.
Let's hope
you said it's a magic question. Tiger Woods is a magic man. Magic man. I've seen this guy do things I can't believe.
Nelly, let's hope he has a good Valentine's Day so he could play in the Honda Classic and he could perform. Rebecca.
He's good for golf.
Real quick.
He's good for golf. When he withdrew, and, you know, Ricky Fowler looks around and he's like, you know, all these people that are watching his 50 are going to stay, and he was right.
True.
So, you know, he's good for golf.
Rebecca, real quick, what is your perfect Valentine's Day date?
Do you really want to know that?
Have to know.
Yes.
For future reference for all four of us. all 5 of us.
You got to educate us, man.
Here in Atlanta, and this show is like just, you know, how Southern I am and plain.
I love
Waffle House is offering candlelit.
I love this girl. I love.
And
you gotta stop in Atlanta before you go.
You're a whole lot of woman.
Some shots, and then I want to go to Waffle House and have a chicken melt and
yes. I love the Waffle House. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. That's all I want to do.
Rebecca, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
We'll definitely talk to you in the future. You're the best.
Thanks a lot, Rebecca.
You. Take care.
All right.
Awesome.
Monk, don't you ever take a girl to a sporting event. What is wrong with you? Whenever you have money on the game, Monk.
If I have money on the game, then it's
he's
gonna be real
definitely
exciting.
She gets excited that the team won that you bet against.
She better hope they win.
Yeah.
Or she ain't eating.
She'll be
that wraps
home.
up another edition of Pipe Bomb Sports for the Monk.
Nelly.
Vinny.
Salerno.
Take care, guys.
Later, guys. Boom. Bye.
Harris, don't kill me.